said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
You get block me. You get block me. You get block me. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Let's get it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch the safety creep.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
60 or 55. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Right. Fire.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Let's go. Mike, 58, right there. Drop deep, drop deep. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
53, Mike.
It's a gain of 6.
Get up.
And that's
Here we go again.
first down.
Here we go again. Check. Now. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Let's go, D.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready.
And just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
60 That's right, man. 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
We got this.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
There again is the running back as he trots on. The field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. 30 base.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's good. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle 3rd of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. 2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 9 now. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Shepard.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the return will stop 5. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Jones has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Draw play, Edmonds. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep this time for Miller. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kiki Cutie, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Julio Jones, a strong performance there. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. 30 base. Ready to go. Record.
Now. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And again this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 4. And it's caught off the deflection. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw here. And Adams has it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Steps away to his left. He's got the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had gained... really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches... are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Jones. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Right here, right here. Watch tight end. Three down.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Go,
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Recon, 152 fighter. Get it.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 70, Indy. I don't think you got it.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. What?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to his left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd down, it's Griffin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Second and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Right. And this is incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Right now, throwing to start the drive. Caught here by Griffin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, right. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw is right, operating from the gun. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Packers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.